welcome to Squeezy Living for Thrifting, Street Finds and Frugal Living, and today it is snowing. So I thought, what perfect time to film a reverse festive thrift haul. So reverse hauls are where I basically show you what I'm decluttering and sending to the charity shop. So these are Christmas bits and pieces that I no longer want, and once I've shown them to you, they will be heading in the direction of the charity shop. I'm going to dive straight into the bag. First of all, we have this wire that's full of Christmas lights. Now, there's loads of Christmas lights here. I can't remember how many, but loads. 1,000, 2,000, can't remember. Now, I tend to quite like these days the lights that are on the very thin wire that's almost invisible. So when you don't have them switched on, you can't see there's a wire. When these are up, you basically, if I trail them around the room, you can see this wire around the room. It looks like you haven't had your electrics done properly, and you haven't bothered boxing them in. You've just got this black wire trailed around the house. I don't like it. So yeah, these are going to go, but I think somebody will definitely get some use out of them. These are just clear, and they have all the modes, different modes, so you can have them flashing, twinkling, static, all of that jazz. And they aren't tangled because I've got them wrapped around this piece of cardboard. I've been very organised. But no, these are going to go to the charity shop because, for the reasons I've stated, basically. We also have another set of lights. These are coloured. So these twinkle in different colours. These aren't as long. I think there's probably about 500 here, maybe. 500 lights maybe. But again, the same thing. Black wire, just, even if it's on a Christmas tree, you can see this black wire trailing around it. It's not, to me, black wire isn't particularly festive. So they're going to go. Again, they've got a range of modes. And again, somebody is going to get some use out of them. Right. This is quite a nice serving board if you're into entertaining. I don't entertain very much at Christmas, so it's only been used once, several years ago now, and there's just no point me keeping it hanging around the house. The board says "Be Merry" on it, and it's basically a sleigh, Santa's sleigh, so you can have your sandwiches or whatever laid out on there. But yeah, like I said, there's no point keeping it because I'm just not, I can't see when I'm going to use it again. You could say, well, why don't I put it out when the family are, having their bits and pieces. I don't love it that much. That's the fact. I don't love it that much. I've got Emma Bridgewater trays and things I prefer much more. It's not being used. I think I got it from B&M originally. I was thinking Poundland, but I think actually B&M. But it's not being used. There's no point keeping it. So that is going. I've made an executive decision on that. I've got this heart-shaped wreath. This is quite nice to hang in the window or something like that. Oh, actually, I quite like that. Or, on a door or something like that. I think what it is, I've got wreaths that I prefer. So this just isn't being taken out of the bag, basically. It's in the Christmas decorations bag, and there's certain things that every year I'm not getting out, and that's these bits and pieces. I just decided, why am I keeping all these? They're not being taken out of the box. They can go. So yeah, that's going. But quite nice. Somebody will like that. The charity shop won't be upset that I'm giving it to them, basically. What else have we got in this bag of tricks? The snow is still falling down beautifully outside the window. Oh, we're getting so festive. Right. We have got this little tea cosy. Now, I used to have the teapot that this went on, but I think it broke or something like that. I think it did break. So I've got the tea cosy, and my teapot now is far too big for this. Could also double up as like a baby's hat, couldn't it? If you give birth at Christmas and you want a little hat for them, although, of course, there's holes in it, so maybe not. But yeah, a cute little festive Christmas pudding tea cosy. Somebody will like that, won't they? Well, I did, because I bought it. But yeah, I'm not going to buy a small teapot just so I can put that on it when I've got, a big teapot I prefer. So that can go. Now, we've got quite a lot of railway track here. Yep, you get the message. Now, the reason I've got that is because we have this. Now, I need to be careful of this because I don't want little lemon to come running. But basically, you switch this on and steam comes out. I don't know if you can see that actually, but yeah, I quite like the idea that the steam comes out. It's fun. Little Lemon loved it. However, it will not stay on the track, and also it pulls a load of carriages and they will not stay on the track. And there's a lot of trauma and upset and tears about the fact that the train won't stay on the track. And as much as it's quite a fun thing to have the steam coming out and having it trotting around, you know, chugging around the bottom of your Christmas tree, it isn't fun when there's lots and lots of tears. So, you know, basically the trauma outweighs the fun element of this, so this is going to have to go. But it is quite a nice idea, and maybe someone can get it to work, but it's not for us. It's going to go. And I will show you the carriages that it comes with. We have this one, which I do have, there they are, the wheels to go on it. The wheels have fallen off into the bag, but I do have them. Oh, 2 sets of wheels have fallen off. Anyway, there's the wheels. There's more wheels in the bag. So there's that carriage. And there is this carriage. And there's this carriage. So 3 carriages for it, but like I said, they don't stay on the track. It's not worth all the trauma and distress and upset. Got this gingerbread man mug, which is cute. There's nothing wrong with it, but we never ever reach for it. So it's just no point, you know, and I suppose I said there's nothing wrong with it. I personally don't like drinking from it because of the shape. I don't like the rim. I don't know if you can see, but the rim inside, it sort of tucks in. So the drink sort of pulls under that rim, and then when you try and drink from it, it kind of goes everywhere. It's not very well thought out. But then it's probably from Poundland or something. There's nothing on the bottom. So, yeah, it can go. We don't need it. But it's cute. Somebody might like it for their Christmas hot chocolate with a load of cream on top of its head. But, yeah, it's not for us. It's going. I would reach for my Eleanor Boma or Emma Bridgewater over that. And so do everybody else. So, I think the rim really puts them off. The rim is unfunctional. So, there's a little Santa tub. Now, I bought these originally because I was gifting several people some miniature soaps from the Body Shop, and I thought it'd be quite fun to pop them in here. And this was just a spare one. I bought too many. It's just a little tub, like a snack tub, but I just don't have a use for it. It's just sat in my Christmas box for a few years, unused. Originally came from Flying Tiger. But there's just no point keeping something that's not being used, is there? So that is going to go. Sorry, Santa. But we don't have a use for you, so you can go. Oh, the snow is settling. I don't know if you can see that. The snow is settling outside. Wow. It's Christmas, guys. This is quite, I thought, quite a tasteful arrangement. It was at the time when I bought it. It's faded, and the roses on it, they've got discoloured, and the fake water in the bottom has got discoloured in this kind of yellow colour. But it's a nice little arrangement with fake roses and berries, and that did sit looking quite posh for a while on a windowsill or something, but it's now had its day. It's tired. The last few years I haven't got it out. It just looks shabby to me now, but hopefully somebody will want it. Maybe they can refresh it somehow, but yeah, it's not for me. Does anybody know how to stop the fake water in these kind of things turning that colour? Because every time I have this sort of thing, the fake water in the bottom turns like a really dirty brown colour. It's not water, obviously, it's like glue or whatever, but it turns that colour after a while. I don't know how to stop that happening, so if you know, let me know, because I've had that happen with a few things. Now, if you watched my Thrifting Christmas decorations video, you will remember that I purchased several strings of these bells in charity shops. These are a complete nightmare getting tangled up. I've even tried, you know, if you try and wind them around a piece of card to stop them getting tangled up, it doesn't stop them. They are a complete nightmare, and I'm sick of them. And I didn't love them that much. I didn't find anywhere I loved hanging them. So they are going to go back to the charity shop where I got them from. But they are also tangled with this wire, which is a really nice light curtain. Doesn't look like it though, does it? But so if I was sitting here, I could have had a curtain of cascading lights. I only used them once, 1 year, and I think they were the backdrop for a live stream I was doing. And I wrapped them all very carefully. Look, each strand is wrapped really carefully around a piece of cardboard. So that was very good. But this top bit just, I don't know. I haven't got the time to be untangling things at Christmas. So they're going to go, and they're all mixed in with the bells. So the charity shop's going to have the fun of trying to untangle all of that. Sorry, charity shop. I don't have the time. Is that everything in my bag? Yes, it is. So that is everything for this little festive reverse haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to let you watch the snow for a little bit longer before I switch you off. But thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.
There's a bakery down the lane where the gingerbread folk complained they're tired of being eaten, so they formed a band instead. Sugar drumsticks beat the time, frost horns are blowing like candy cane, guitars are ringing, listen to the cookies sing.